It's time to talk about the NFL Combine's most famous drill, but maybe the one that is losing relevance the fastest. Yes, that's right. We're going to talk about the top 40 times in NFL Combine history. Now, with the advent of GPS tracking, the 40 time being hand clocked or electronically timed is losing relevance and being able to project whether or not an NFL draft prospect is actually going to make it at the NFL level. Let's take the top 40 times as a good example of this. First up, we have Dry Archer, who ran a 4.2640 back in 2014. He went on to get drafted in the third round by the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he lasted only 2 years in the NFL, totaling only 20 carries as a running back. Now, if we look next to Tariq Woolen, who ran a 4.26 in 2022, he was drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. The converted wide receiver to cornerback actually had a stellar rookie campaign, totaling 6 interceptions. He promises to look good at the next level, but he is certainly bucking the trend. And even the Seahawks didn't expect that much from him. They didn't take him until the 5th round. The third fastest time is Chris Johnson, all the way back in 2008 with a 4.2440. Now, this is the anomaly on the list. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler being taken in the first round by the Tennessee Titans at pick number 24. He was a 1-time Offensive Player of the year he topped 2,000 rushing yards, something only done by an elite few in NFL history. But then as we get to the top 2 fastest 40 times, we start to see the ugly trend rear its head. Because next up is Kalon Barnes, also a 2022 rookie. And you might say, hey, this guy has a long career ahead of him. Hopefully. He was drafted in the 7th round by the Carolina Panthers, but was cut coming out of training camp. He signed to the Miami Dolphins practice squad, and it wasn't until the last week of the season when the Minnesota Vikings put him onto their active roster, something they had to do because they signed him off an other team's practice squad. He logged 0 defensive snaps and less than 10 total snaps, all on special teams. And then probably the most damning of all of this is the fastest 40 time at the NFL Combine, and that's by John Ross, who ran a 4.22 official time back in 2017. He was taken with a top 10 pick by the Cincinnati Bengals. He's considered a draft bust. He's played in only 46% of the games he's been available for. He missed all of 2022, and it's perhaps one of the most disappointing draft picks in the NFL. Remember, you have to be more than just fast, and the 40 time alone is not a great indicator of NFL success.